La primera pregunta se une entre Ramón Ríos and Sylvia and Luciana,
Okay.
and it's what was your motivation and also inspiration to write this story?
The motivation and inspiration it comes from within me, within my inner peace, with myself, and the universe, and with God. By this I mean I came in terms with my own experiences, what I've gone through in my life. This is not to try to key point somebody or tell them like it's your fault. You didn't do this or you. I'm not. I'm not trying to blame. And I'm not blaming anybody. It happened. I was able to manage. I was able to emerge from the mud and make gold out of this. People who know me, they they know that I'm always happy and I'm always giving, because life is beautiful, regardless. You have to accept what happened, come with it, and move on. You cannot be drooling on the past and drooling, because it's not good for anybody, and it's not for, at least not for me, to drool and be picking somebody or poking somebody with a knife. You know what? No, let it go. Let it go. Life itself, you're gonna punish. If there's a punish to be done to somebody else, it will happen. Trust me, it will. So it's just exposing an issue that has happened. It happened, and it happens still to this day. That's my motivation to stop this, to stop this non-consensual abuse.
Second question comes from Susan. Is there a particular audience you write for?
No, I write for everybody. I chose this topic because most of the transgender people, not called transgender, are segregated, even by the gay community. More so for the hetero community. They're they're segregated and they point and they make laugh at and spit at them. They call them names. No, that's wrong. I'm trying to expose them as a humans, someone who lived a tragedy, but again they came out of the tragedy and they're happy with themselves. So I write for the parent, for the brother, for the mother, for the father, for the grandpa, for the nephew, niece, you name it. Just everyone who can relate and who or naturally or at least be aware of what is going on around your surroundings. Because you might be like that, or might be a transgender, might be a gay man or a gay woman. You just don't know, but you don't know what really what is behind them, what is on their shoulders. So if you don't know, just don't judge. If you can help, don't judge. If you help, fine, but again, never judge, because we all have something that we drag on. We have secrets, dark secrets. We all do. We all do. Small ones, big ones, don't judge. Help. If you can help, receive it, respect. Respect yourself and respect others. And that's it.
The third question is what do you want the audience to take with them after watching your play?
Pop, 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 pop. A red light. A warning sign, a wake-up call from the children. Your children will never lie to you when it comes to this very serious problem, because this will haunt them forever, and it will haunt you forever as well, because you never believed your children, because you didn't believe them. It can damage the kid tremendously. Honest, some of them commit suicide. Some of them live a really very sordid lives. It's just not everybody as strong as others. I'm doing this for people who really need help. And again, it's a warning sign. It's listen to your children. And I know as a parent it's hard, and do not avoid the issue. Never avoid any issue. You might not know how to handle it. Look for help, learn how to handle it, and then talk about the subject again, more subtle, in a more easy way. Gain your children's trust first. Once you do that, your kid will tell you everything. One thing I will tell you, tell them you're not their parents, you are their friend. You are their friend. And that's it means a lot to them. Because they won't tell you as a parent, they will tell you as a friend that you will not tell anybody else. So look for help. If they tell you something and you know how to handle it, there's help out there. Especially in the Gay Living Center, reach out. They will help you how to handle this and how to approach the issue. So please, if your kid say something to you, believe them. Do not put it in a doubt.
La próxima pregunta viene de Andrea, que es cercana a lo que tú dices. Exponen una realidad que desafortunadamente muchos infantes viven. Claro está. ¿Creen que con esta obra puedan abrirle los ojos y tener a los padres de familia abiertos a los comentarios de sus hijos, que sus hijos le hagan, o aún piensan que los padres deciden por conveniencia el no hacer nada?
Muchas veces pasa que por conveniencia, porque es el cuñado, o es el hermano, es el primo, o la familia que va a hacer el escándalo, prefieren callar la boca. Ha pasado. Yo conozco muchos casos, honestamente. Pero, al fin de cuentas, acuérdense, es tu hijo, es tu hija. Y el daño más grande que le puede hacer a alguien es a ellos y a ti mismo. Por no proceder. Porque si esa persona lo hizo a tu hija, lo va a hacer a otra persona más. A alguien más y a alguien más. Entonces, eso, si tú no paras en ese momento, esa persona va a seguir haciéndolo a mucha gente y va a destruir muchas vidas. Entonces, no pensemos en lo que queda la familia o que vamos a... No. Si tú de veras amas a tu hijo como es que lo amas, hazlo por él. Porque al final de cuentas, él te va a amar o te va a odiar. Simplemente.
The next question is from Andrew. You did a great job with jabs friends take at one another. Do you have a friend who you joke around with in this way?
Yes, Andrew. Of course. You should see him at my finest. Yes. In order for me to learn the life of, back then there were vestidas, we call them, or not just vestis, but it was more like a term that we used, the gay regular guys would call them like that, vestidas, because they will dress up. They like to be in drag queens, whatever. And I interact with a lot of them for a long time, so I can tell you exactly the lifestyles because I live with them. I can really tell you stories for days. One time I was with my crew filming and we finished, and I told them, I said, "Oh, I have stories to tell you," because they were asking me the same question. I said, "What do you say?" "Oh yeah, I live this." I said, "I have stories to tell you that there's no tomorrow," and yes, and this, in this, as the Black community has their own way of saying things, the Latino community has our own way of saying things, especially if you are maricón, como se le dice, o mariposa, la que tú quieras. We have our own way of saying things, and in a catty way. Oh, we can be a really mean muffles. We can. So, but it's a give and take. You know when you can say someone a joke and be a catty, but they're joking, and when you really mean it, they know. And this is when it comes a conflict and a fight. And then the bitches of all will come afloat. So it's just about like this and this. So, and just like how that was me. It's a culture. It's a subculture within a culture. It's a subculture of the gay community, and then we have subcultures within. So yeah, I have a lot of friends. I do.
The next question is also from Andrew too. how do you manage the balance between the beauty and the tragedy in this play?
That's a really good question. That one and Andreas are really good questions. It's not about managing, but it's of all tragedies, we always become survivors. We become a fighter. We become strugglers, and we become a happy person after all. Because either you choose to be happy or to be unhappy. It takes the same effort, same energy, to be miserable or to be happy. Despite of it all, you choose to be happy or to be sad. I choose to be happy. I do. Because with a smile, with happiness, and be friends with everybody, a lot of doors has opened to me. And be sad, you're gonna be in the corner, crying to yourself, for yourself, by yourself, doing nothing. So it's just, and again, it's just about what I gone through and what I am today. I chose to come in terms and to be who I am. So with the tragedy, it came something beautiful, which is a flower that blooms and shows the beauty and the perfume that God gives it. It's that. It's you gotta balance life, because if you don't balance life, then there's no use to live. I think that's my opinion. And with this, thank you. I do thank you for taking the time and read what I wrote. And this is only 10 minutes. You haven't read the whole thing, because it's for an hour and a half, because there's more to it. But at least I want to create conscious and wake up call to parents, and sometimes the kid has a favorite aunt or uncle or cousin that they can come and tell things like that. Listen to them. Just listen. You might be shocked because you're not ready for it. But again, don't discourage them. Don't shut them down. Don't shut them up. Just take your time, look for help, educate yourself, and then come back to the issue, and then take it from there. That's it. Again, thank you for your questions. I appreciate it.